Hi. So this is for anybody out there who deals with chronic pain or just shitty pain. I've figured out a way to help me manage my own chronic pain. It's a mentality and a mind state. And I shared it with one other person and they also said it really helped them. So I figure if it helps me get through it and if it could help them get through it as well as it did, and maybe it'll help who knows else to get through their own pain. So I have really shitty circulation to my legs, and I spend about 80 to 90% of every day with my legs having to be elevated above my heart. My feet are always elevated like this. Ignore me covering right here. I'm saving you guys from having to see my zombie foot. Just trust it's not pretty. Back in June of last year, my cat gave me a love bite on the top of my foot. And it was nothing crazy, but my foot was super swollen and the skin was like really taut at the time. So when he gave me the love bite, it barely skinned the very top layer. But because every time I stand up, when my foot starts swelling, and then when I lay back down and put my feet back up, then the swelling goes down because of the constant fluctuation of inflating and deflating and inflating and deflating. It makes it so hard for the wound to heal. Over a year later, it's still not completely healed. And then on my birthday, I just stumbled backwards and fell over a floor fan, which also barely skinned the top layer of my inner left ankle. And right now, that is the main freaking thing that I'm struggling with, and it hurts so bad. And 90% of the time, it feels like someone's just going ham with the cheese grater on my ankle, and I cannot express enough how much that is not an exaggeration. It feels like someone is just going at it with a hot cheese grater on my ankle. It just gets to the point sometimes where it hurts so bad, and all I can do is lay here and freaking take it. It would get so bad that it got to the point where I sit here and I'm like shaking because it just freaking hurts. But tried doing the simulation cheat code things where you like look at your wound and you like think of a number and it's supposed to take away the pain. Honestly, that kind of worked a little bit. But the thing that has really worked for me is being able to detach myself from the pain. Like being able to not identify with my body, but to see it as something that's happening to my body, not something that's happening to me. Like it doesn't take away the pain, but it makes it a lot more bearable to not claim the pain as something that is my own. Basically just makes it like it's extreme empathy for your own pain. But once you stop identifying with the pain, it stops affecting you as much. Those are only the wound pain. I'm not even going into my knees or my collapsed arches or any of that. But doing this mindset where I detach myself from my body's pain, not identifying with the pain and not claiming the pain as my own, has actually worked well enough to the point that it will get me to stop shaking. Like I'll still feel it. It won't completely be gone, obviously, but it becomes much more manageable and much more tolerable. So if there's any chance that this could help anybody else, that's my secret. And if you have any secrets that you use to help manage your pain, holla at your boy. I'm open to new things. I'll try it. I started it from my belief of we are not just the body, but we are the life of the body, the life of the soul, and the life of the spirit. Those three things. And so we can choose which one to identify with at any given time, and we can choose which one to not identify with at any given time. Because in truth, we are all three, and the only one that we completely and totally are is the soul. To me, the body and the spirit are just byproducts of the soul's creation. So I just accept the pain, but I don't adopt the pain, and I definitely don't reject it or fight it, because pain is one of those things where it's like the more you resist, the harder it persists. But another way I've learned to manage pain is actually through repurposing it, because I mean that's what we do as artists, right? Is a lot of times we repurpose our emotional pain and our trauma into our art and our creations. So I believe that you can also repurpose physical pain. I basically take the intensity that I feel coming from whatever pain I'm feeling, and I consciously try and channel all the energy from the intensity of that pain into any number of things. You can try and channel it back on itself into your own recovery. You can even try and channel it into manifesting things, but be careful with that. Be careful with manifesting out of physical pain, because that can get kind of messy. But there are any number of things you can do with this. You can turn pain into your creative medium, as long as you just don't fight it. Just don't identify with it. Don't let the pain be you. Don't let the pain be yours. Just let it be.